like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Lock in. Hey. You go tight. You got tight.
On the ground with the rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. Now he's forced out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Dash. Ran. Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Ran, 40, Mike. 80 weapon. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Hey, ball. Alert.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check. Watch 54. Get ready. Tight dog.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Trevathan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Tight down. There you go. And 50 yards to Mike. Go 50 yards to Mike. Tighten up. First. Good route here. Check 24.
3rd and long for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV. Called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
58. Watch the 50. Watch the screen. 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 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Barely got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Caught by Montgomery. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, that's complete to Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Going deep this time for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Kill. Check 15. Check 15. 300. Check 59.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Vikings.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time.
Let's go.
First and goal.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of the...
And he'll get him! Touchdown, Minnesota! Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 53.
the gun, Trubisky. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
It's second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 37. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They run again on first down. Cook. Oh, the spin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Get out! 180! Mike 54! Watch the run, watch the run! Hey, ball. Hey!
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, Steve 6.
Check, Mike.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Cousins now. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Good up. 180. Mike 40. Mike 40. Get your swerve on.
Trubisky will throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Here's Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
14 more yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Go ahead.
Following the interception, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Get up! 180! Squeeze! Let's go one more!
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
21, Bears 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, who picked off the last one? What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Montgomery. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 40. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The pickup there, 5 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date